Hi, welcome to this week's Fundraising Friday. This week we're talking about making major gift asks virtually. As the country continues to recover from the pandemic, it may be a while before we are able to sit down face to face and talk to people, or people would be comfortable doing so, especially people who may fall into a higher risk category. At the same time, our nonprofits need money, and so your ability to continue to put off asking for major gifts may be getting smaller. So, should you ask for gifts at this time, even if you can't do so face to face? The answer is yes. If you're asking someone for a major gift, you should already have established a relationship with them. And hopefully, over the last couple months after the shutdowns and the pandemic began, you've been in contact with your major donors. You've talked to them to find out how they're doing. You've told them how your organization is responding, and they're ready to be asked to make a gift. Now, ideally, you would want to make a gift face to face with them. So, how can you do that without being able to sit down with them? Using video conferencing. You can use Zoom, you can use FaceTime, you can use Skype, whatever platform you're most comfortable with, and more importantly, they're most comfortable with. A lot of older people are using these platforms to talk to their kids and their grandkids, so don't assume that they aren't comfortable with it. Ask them. Say, hey, I would really like to talk to you about what's going on in our organization and ask you to invest in it. But because we can't really meet face to face, I wondered if you would be interested in doing a video call. Would be happy to FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, whatever works best for you. Or you might already know what platform they use through your conversations. Because you can't have the same kind of nonverbal communication it through video conferencing, it's not quite as spontaneous as it is when you're talking face to face. You're going to need to plan out this meeting more than you would otherwise, especially if you have someone joining us. So don't not ask someone for a major gift just because you can't meet them face to face. Try and use some video conferencing to do so. If that doesn't work, the phone would be your next best answer. But the worst thing you can do is either send them a letter or not ask them at all. That's this week's Fundraising Friday. Thanks. Have a great weekend.